Okay.
Pull out an orc ram.
So,
I don't think I could carry that, Andy.
last session, you had given the book you had recovered, The Recreation of a Swan. That was the title.
Oh, so does that
Yes.
mean if I can do that with all that stuff, can I make I can make a keen now, right?
A what?
In Vorpal. I can make a keen in Vorpal.
Yeah, if you can.
Critical hit.
Can you make a rapier vorpal, or does it have to be slashing?
I don't know.
You could get a vorpal weapon and put it into it, but I don't think a rapier can be vorpal, or at least it doesn't feel like it can be. So yes, you gave the book The Recreation of a Swan to Maya Crawford,
Slashing the other ones, yeah.
and you pointed out where you got it from, and after she left, you saw the church that you had retrieved the book from, and about a city block around it, compressed, as if almost like a mini black hole. It just compressed onto where the church was. This big ball of rubble that then dropped. And there's now just this pile of rubble there.
Hope that one guy got out of there.
The gnome that wasn't under any sort of mind control.
If he was in that church, he's dead.
You followed, you fixed the teleportation runes that had been expelled when the Elder Brain teleported, and you followed. After a couple of hours of Shaman redrawing the runes, you teleported into this large underground cavern, almost. About the size of the map, currently. The ceiling, maybe 200 feet tall. It is a large underground forest with a lot of bioluminescent mushrooms. You saw the gnome Ceramorph, which I shall put in chat again, was seemingly communicating in some way. They had their hand on the head of a brain stealer dragon, which is a dragon that has been afflicted by an illithid. In the forehead of the brain stealer was the soul stone that you've been looking for, and the gnome Ceramorph had their hand on and around the stone. You all launched your attacks, you killed the brain stealer dragon, and popping out of it was the Elder Brain. At the moment, the Elder Brain has started making its way towards you. You have frozen it in an icy prison, and River is currently on top of it.
River is also holding the soul stone. She did cut it out specifically to grab it before while killing that dragon.
Okay, she has the soul stone. So she has sword in one hand, soul stone in the other. And over here, the gnome Ceramorph used telekinesis to pull Yaz towards them, and is currently chokeholding Yaz.
Non-consensually.
Absolutely not consensually.
No, this is not a agreed upon choking.
This is a bad choke. And so, we shall start with Yaz where you currently are. Let me just do the music. Now I need to learn how to loop.
I think it's just exclamation point alert.
I know I've got the Wandering Weather kind of up over this way. Would I be able to just direct a bolt of it toward the guy poking me?
Absolutely.
Perfect. Let's do that.
Roll a d20 plus your level.
That's one. There we go. Ew, that was bad. 18.
So I need to roll
Okay. Do you need to roll what? Sorry?
initiative.
No,
Yes, yes,
I
I'll
said
get you
I
to-
did roll. It was bad. It
Oh,
was,
no, that's all
18.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll get you to roll initiatively. 9.
Cool, bottom.
Ooh.
And 9. Okay. You send a bolt out towards them, and as it's getting, as you're like trying to focus it onto them, they seem to almost. You've seen a couple of times they've dodged attacks by almost phasing and appearing somewhere they weren't. And you strike right on them, and then they appear just a foot to the left. The lightning
fuck
having
you.
no effect.
Can I try it again since I don't really have a movement?
Yeah, you can do a full round. Roll again.
Let's do that then. Hey,
That's a lot better. Roll a d100. Oof. Okay.
Ew.
Roll for me. 15d6 and a reflex save.
Okay, there's that.
Lots of sixes, lots of
And
ones.
reflex is 18.
Okay. You take no damage. You're able to
Okay.
evasion and successful save. They will take 61 points of damage. As they phase out of the way, they just jolt a foot to the right, and then as soon as they appear, another strike hits them. Is that your turn?
Yeah, I'm gonna say that's all I can do at this point.
Okay, Shaman.
Okay. Is River technically still in combat even though Austin's not here?
Yes, River is still on top of the weak.
Okay. Another question.
Yes.
Is an attack of opportunity, can you move fast enough to not be affected by it?
What do you mean?
Man, we really should have set up the camp.
River's on top of it, which means she has ground underneath her. She can jump 250 feet in one turn.
She.
That's 41 feet per
You've been
second.
calculating shit.
Nice, Anthony.
I thought you were gonna try and pull.
Client.
You can jump faster than Andy can throw.
What is Andy throwing?
If she was a telekinetic charge or whatever, like to throw her somewhere else,
That would
he's
be.
still slower than River
Oh
going.
no. I think technically telekinetic charge would provoke, yeah, because it's you're accepting it,
Also,
so it's
yeah,
not.
and also
Yeah.
since she's on top, would it be able to hit her if it was still
It
over
has
And
range, yeah.
Okay.
Its tentacles are like
bubble.
50 feet long.
50 feet bubble. Okay.
So... Yeah, that makes sense, Andrew. She can try. She can try to jump fast enough away.
Okay. Well,
Have we
draining
been
from the
hitting
Elder
this
Brain to river.
Have we been hitting this thing?
Yeah. It's
Any,
blood. It's like bloodied.
Not me, like with any magic or anything.
No, I think it's just been River and Carolina hitting it. I don't know. Actually, no, it got hit with disintegration.
Okay, so that's like 40.
So that's 60 from the Elder Brain to River.
Fortitude save.
Yep.
Oof.
So 20, so 30 to River.
So it takes 30?
Yeah.
Did it save against it?
Yeah, it did.
Okay.
I rolled very good.
Yeah, you did. And then the Dolores, since she's within 30 feet, is this guy still here? Or did he phase out?
He is actually still there right now.
Okay, good. Dolores is going to teleport 30 feet that way to him and attempt to grapple.
Okay, roll an attack.
25.
25 will miss. Actually, he is currently grappling. Let me check. Nah, that won't affect his... Nah,
Damn it.
even with the negative, it won't affect his AC enough.
Aw, boo.
Like he needs an icy prison.
So, where does Dolores teleport to? Move your
No,
sneaky.
like we're random. I don't have access to mobility.
Fuck off. Why does it keep doing this? Anthony. There you go.
There you go.
Okay,
Hey, that means he's surrounded.
and that's
Hey,
your turn?
he's flanking now. Leave me right there.
He is flanked. That's your turn?
That would be my turn.
It is River's turn. Is she gonna try and just disengage, jump away?
Am I in charge of River for this session, guys? Am I the only person who has access? Okay.
Go for it.
The sheet, so.
Okay. Yeah, she's gonna jump. How high is the ceiling on this?
Ceiling is about 200 feet.
200 feet?
It's hard to tell from down here, but it's tall.
Is a jump a move action?
Her jump is a move. She can, as a move action, do a jump of however much strength.
If she
Like,
had more
do you want to
health,
try
I'd
and
do it.
jump up and, like, grab the roof, the ceiling?
What I was gonna try and do, but that would be considered 2 move actions. I was gonna try and see if she could jump to the ceiling since she has 250, then like basically
Jump
do,
back.
like, jump back down full force. But she doesn't have enough health for that one. She fails the reflex save.
She can attempt to do that on her next turn. She can jump up, grab the ceiling, basically swimmer's position, get ready to pounce back down.
It would be outside of their range. It would be 200 feet up, which means it's
She
still
could also
just
jump
my
up, grab
attack.
the ceiling, healing hand, lay on hands
Healing
herself, and then she might survive the fall if she fails.
No, she's just going to jump up 200 feet up, dig her sword into one of the rocks above. So basically, she's going to be holding her sword like this, like up
Okay.
or whatever.
Okay, she is. I'll move her over here, but she's above the Elder Brain. Okay,
That's one word we don't got to worry about. Okay.
Carolina, your turn.
Okay. Got an idea. It's kind of stupid.
For Shay or
That's what we want to
Carolina?
hear.
We love the stupid
For
ideas.
Carolina.
Do it.
So the idea is I'm going to combine mine and her
Magics?
turns.
Oh.
Okay. What do you want to do?
Okay. So you said I can make any type of weapon, right?
Oh no.
any weapon that you like reasonably can eat. So any mundane weapon, you could have
like
got.
a sling or a slingshot
Yeah.
or something like that. Okay, so I've got this book that explodes.
Which book?
It is an enchantment. It is just an evocation spell book that probably explodes because
Oh,
it hasn't been
a
opened.
trapped one. Yes, it's
Yeah,
it's a trapped one that is filled with like evocation spells. Okay.
I think it's just a book that has evocation magic on it.
Oh, okay. Oh, it was trapped. I think you disabled it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's filled with evocation spells.
Okay. Well, I've also got a book that explodes if you use read magic on it. I don't think it's read magic. I think it's just opening the book.
Yeah.
Still.
Okay.
I was going to use shrink item. Going to put it in my sling, and I'm going to shoot it into the Elder Brain and make it explode.
The evocation spell book or the read
trapped
magic one, and it blows up.
The trapped book.
Or you just open it.
So you open it and it blows up.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Roll a d100.
Nice.
It finally happened.
Nice.
Nice.
Nice. Roll a ranged touch attack.
Range touch attack.
RTC.
How to do that?
Just
Your
range.
dexterity plus your BAB.
Oh.
Since you'd be proficient in this.
Sure.
And is Carolina doing something at the same time?
She was going to shrink the book.
Ah, okay, so she shrinks it, you slingshot it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Range touch attacks. BAB plus. I think I have anything to increase that.
is laying on hands a free action or bonus?
That's what
Ollie,
Swift
do you
action.
know?
Okay.
It's a free action. Lay on hands.
Okay.
I homebrew a lot of
How
paladin
many-
stuff, so
you
it's
know
more
how
fun at high
many-
levels.
River gets.
Are you able to roll that for River? Yes.
Yeah. Per day she gets 13. Do you want one or two?
Probably 2, considering how low her health is. And
Okay.
I'm going to do that's her swift action when it's her turn. So I'll just add it.
So that is 47 all told for her.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, that'll cost her
Yeah.
swift action, and then the second one is her standard action.
Oh, that's her standard action? Never mind, only one.
Well, that was on her turn to jump up
So
there.
range touch attack.
Okay, I got it. Okay, we're good.
A nat 20. Yeah. Roll to confirm.
It's 21. It is touch.
Against its touch, yeah.
Awesome.
Hell yeah.
So
I don't think we've had anything that got this like critted before, like an encounter like this before. Because we've
What do you
had
mean?
so many crits on this.
oh yeah. I haven't been having fun. Okay. Let me check how much damage this should be.
So I was just gonna put it right there between the frontal lobe and the, where the crease is.
The
Dig it in
hemispheres of
there.
the brain.
Yeah.
And it does have a lot of creases open right now because we've been doing so much damage.
Yeah, it has a few little pockets opened up inside of it.
Eyes on the inside and all.
I've been trying to get rid of this fucking trapped book forever. Because all it is a blank book with a goddamn read magic spell.
What the fuck? Why?
Okay. Do you want to roll double the dice or just times it by 2?
We'll just times it by 2.
Okay. Roll 20d6 times 2. You have to bracket it.
Or you can just roll 20d6 and then just multiply it later.
No,
Rules.
I'm not doing maths. I'm not a STEM student.
True.
Good meal.
Fuck STEM.
Hashtag all STEM is bad.
Nope, that didn't work. Okay.
Okay, like this.
Oh, you
not brackets, Darren.
Not brackets.
Hmm?
Okay.
It's
Wait,
their
wait,
parentheses, not brackets.
Nah, same thing. As I said,
I mean, they basically are the same thing, but
Different order of operations for that one.
166 damage.
Go, baby.
Rolled a bunch of sixes.
Nice.
Really?
Fucking rip.
That's what you get for trying to talk shit. Oh, the sixes made like a little cross.
My creativity is off the chain right now.
there we go. I'm back. Okay. Good mic. 166. Extremely nice. Okay. Let me just get something out. Okay. The book almost begins glowing this deep red as it is shrunk, as if that has activated it, and you quickly put it in your slingshot, yeet it towards the icy prisoned elder brain. It melts through the ice as the heat is growing in it, and you see it tumbles into one of the almost gashes you've created with a disintegrate. And as you see it tumble in, it sort of, as it hits the flesh, just steam comes off of it, and it stops. And then a couple of seconds of silence, a little bit of steam coming out, and a fireball emerges. But as the fireball comes out, you see lightning in it as well, and you see just a combination of multiple spells that have been triggered. And the brain is well beyond bloodied at this point. It is not looking good at all.
The vibes are not good.
I look over at Shaman. I'm like, this is why you don't cast read magic on everything.
I haven't done it in months. I've gone cold turkey on read magic.
And so, it comes to the Gnome Ceramorph's turn.
Oh, I was also going to, you said if we attack it, right? That's what causes us pain?
You don't know the specifics yet. Whenever anyone has tried to attack it, except Yaz, they have been shocked by the color.
Snake just attacked it, and it didn't hurt anything.
The snake failed.
I broke my collar off. I had you cast
That is
Shatter
what-
on me. I took a shit ton of damage, and I do not do that.
Okay, so I'm going to have. Ah, shit. I don't have control of the bird.
Oh. What?
I was going to make the bird turn into a phantom and go start attacking it.
Okay. There you go.
If you turn into a phoenix, would that break the collar off, and then you could attack it?
I was thinking that,
Who knows?
but magical items have a
Tendency.
feature.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They have a tendency to
resize.
stay with you. Okay, so the
Wait, has
Vant
River been
is
taking
going to go
damage
attack.
whenever she hits it?
Yeah.
What was that, Anthony?
Has River been taking damage every time she hits it?
Every time she hits the...
Oh no,
Big
the other
brain?
brain we can hit.
Oh, this guy is the one that
Yeah.
hurts
Yeah.
us? Okay.
The Ceramorph. The gnome
Got it.
Ceramorph.
Bitch boy. Bitch baby boy. Cute little bitch baby boy.
So
I mean, like, tell me this
roll
guy isn't like a fucking...
however many attacks the Vanth gets.
I just want to take him home.
Leave my boy alone.
He can be a new Gerald.
Okay, it's just going to take one big ass. It's going to go right here so I can flank it.
Funky.
So it's cool. D20 plus. Sorry. There we go. Yes. 24 to hit.
24 will not hit. Do they get one attack?
They get. So what was the AP? That's Phoenix. Thanks. Just see. I could just look up. Damn. It's been a while since I've done this.
All good.
Spells per day. It's 2. Okay, 2. 1 is 5. So just do that. Minus 5 is 7. I don't think that one hits. So.
Yeah, so the Vanth flies over behind them. First strike is dead on, but they seem to phase to the side. And then the second strike they do in the same spot, not realizing that they had phased. Then comes to the Gnome Ceramorph's turn. The gnome is
What I
going
should
to...
probably done. Yeah, I probably should have done that. Just trying to grab it.
Let me just check something.
Grab it.
Oof! I rolled bad. So the... Does that hit either the snake or the Vanth?
Yeah, that hits. You literally could
on.
not have, like,
Yeah.
not hit it.
Figure it out.
AC of Dolores is 15.
Oof.
Yeah.
Discord is terrible.
If she can't grapple, then I'm an issue. I'm in a bit of an issue.
23 hits, yeah.
So the Gnome Ceramorph has one hand on her throat, and with the other hand sort of looks behind them and just waves the hand towards both of both the Vanth and the snake, and they will both take 45 points of damage. As almost this, you can see a wave of heat, like on a hot day, just spread towards both of them. And they get blistering skin or burnt cloth. This is not a disease.
Poison?
It's a ray.
This is not a poison.
Death effects.
This is not a death effect.
Okay.
Ray
Is
of
it
blistering
cold?
heat.
Ray of hot stuff.
Okay. Would DR affect this?
Yeah. What is the DR?
14, 10.
So 35 points of damage. They are then going to turn back to you, Yaz. And... let me just check what its actual roll is. Does a 38 beat your CMD?
My CMD, probably. Yes.
So you see they are going to tighten the grip, point you down a little bit at an angle, and the two of them fly into the ground here, and Yaz is currently pinned as the gnome Saramorph is above them.
Underground?
With that,
No, they have impacted the ground. Both of them can take AOs.
Oh!
Yaz
Hey!
will take 7 points of damage.
Hey, Darren.
Nice. Roll a d4 for me, Anthony. You have to roll a 4 to hit.
That's 2. Fuck.
And the Vanth.
just reading something.
All good.
Okay, good. Doesn't have anything that'll let it do that.
So the Vanth swings too late, but the snake, with their extra length, is able to almost impact. But as they do, they sense they have impacted, but it seems to be some sort of illusion. And the
Don't forget they also have
Saramorph,
spirits that doesn't report.
they do. But
You gotta roll
I'll
high
check.
enough to hit the damn thing.
I'll
Hit the
check.
damn thing.
Yeah, that true. That as well. See, I'll say if the Vanth does hit, they will ignore that illusion. But Yaz has now impacted the ground, and the gnome Saramorph is standing over her. And you are pinned. Elderbrain's turn. I don't really love being frozen.
Strength check.
Let's see. What does the icy prison not allow me to do?
Be an asshole.
Thanks. That's not going to stop me.
It is helpless. So, whatever does the helpless can
I have to shift away.
Helpless.
Creatures paralyzed, held bound, sleeping, unconscious or otherwise, completely at an opponent's mercy. The helpless target is treated as having a dexterity of 0. Melee attacks against the health, blah blah blah. Range attacks do not get any special bonuses. As a full round action, an enemy can use a melee weapon to deliver a coup de grace. Creatures that are moved to critical do not take this damage. So it's just paralyzed, held, bound, sleeping, and unconscious.
Jesus.
If they fail to save, they're paralyzed and silenced for 1 round.
Okay.
Helpless. Andy.
Then...
Well, they're still silenced. Okay. So they're silenced for now, I believe. Unless I don't know how long it's been.
Okay, they are gonna have to attempt to just break out of it then. This isn't gonna be a fun roll for me.
Full round action with successful strength check. 15 plus caster, so 30.
Okay.
No, 29. He's still level 14. No, 30 because it's level 15.
Okay, I'll get you to roll this, Lee. Can you roll for me? Yeah, 20d6. I'll pump that much into it. Damn, roll 20's taken a while.
It's because I rolled it. 61.
61. So you see part of the almost underbelly of the Elder Brain begins in its frozen state just sloughing off, being caught still in the ice, but you see part of its underbelly just turns to liquid almost. As that lets it roll with advantage. So, neither of those make it. Even with advantage. So that's its turn. It's going to take some ice damage. I believe 15 points.
Yeah, 15 points.
It's probably 1 point per level.
Yeah, 1 point per level.
It's going to take 15 more damage. Damn, that was a useless sacrifice. Yes, it comes to your turn.
Good.
I'll get the chart.
I'm going to do the lightning again. That worked out kind of okay.
Go for it. 2 strikes again?
Yes.
Okay.
25 for the first one, and...
Nice.
Ew, a 19.
Okay, roll 1d100, please.
92.
92, very good. Give me 1 second.
No problem.
I'm over here playing completely different.
Okay.
Because I'm rolling D100.
Can you roll 25d6 for me?
25 do 6. You got it. $83.
Okay. Roll for me also a will save, yes.
A will save. Oh boy.
You'll have advantage on this.
Okay. Hey,
Okay.
19. I did
19.
better.
So, the strike comes down as they are standing over you currently, almost kneeling on top of you with its hand on your throat, and you strike a single thin strike of lightning down through the back of its head. Pick an eye, the left or the right.
Let's do the right.
Its right eye is incinerated by the strike. The gnome Ceramorph is now bloodied. As it stands over you, you are sprayed with a splattering of blood. And an effect happens that doesn't do anything to you.
Nazza,
What you
how did
say?
you know I love fucking up eyes?
So yeah, they are not liking that, as I am not. So they take, yeah, they're bloodied. Is that the end of your turn? 2 strikes.
Yes, that'll be the end of my turn.
Shaman.
Thinking.
The Gnome Ceramorph is bloodied, and the Elder Brain is frozen and bloodied.
Yeah.
Beyond bloodied at this point.
Really need River to cook drops.
Yeah, she's about to jump down real quick. This guy here. Does he have
Which one?
the Gnome Ceramorph?
Yep.
So he's going. My other snake, which isn't on the map, Juniper, move right behind him again.
Yeah, I'll give you.
She has much buffier damage. So does give it 10 years?
Give it a while.
Just a year? Nothing more, nothing less. There we go. Does a 27 hit?
A 27 doesn't, but a 35 will.
Great.
Roll a d4 for me. Gotta roll a 2 this time.
Well, fuck you, I got a 4. I rolled a 2 last time, asshole.
Roll. I did change the number.
Wait, yeah, you can't change it on a mirror image.
You can. It's not mirror image. You get a 25% chance of hitting. So the way we do it is you just pick one of the numbers and you have to hit it. But as a DM, should I be allowed to change it? Roll. Let's roll opposed D100s. Whoever rolls higher wins. So if you roll higher than a 74, you hit.
You rolled a 70.
Oof. Oof.
Ew. Ew.
The ruling is I am allowed to change that number.
Fuck you, DM.
So you come in to hit with the first attack and they're a little bit disoriented after teleporting. And then the second attack, it thinks they have bitten the Gnome Ceramorph's head. And then the illusion fades and the Gnome Ceramorph is a foot lower than they thought.
What damage is it again?
What's
This
your
is a-
damage, Juno? What's wrong?
And if this fails, this is half. That'll still be. We're gonna do this. Since I can cast this at a. I'm gonna upcast this to be a level 7. So I can actually get short range. I mean, yeah, close range. 160. Will save. What?
You can't kill anything with arm though.
No, I can't, but that doesn't matter because Yazabel's right next to it.
You're harming the Gnome Ceramorph.
Yeah, will save.
What type of damage is that?
It-
Negative energy. Okay.
Yeah.
Will save?
Yeah.
Ooh!
If I cast it at a level,
Nat 1.
I cast it at a level 7. Does that upgrade the DC?
Yes.
Yes.
So that would actually be a 27.
Upcasting does.
Yeah.
I still fail with a Nat 1.
That means you take double damage or no?
No. So is that 160 damage?
Yep.
Okay.
Should be down to 1 HP.
Yeah, you should be. Hopefully.
You see,
It's also a touch though.
I mean, I have casted it to be with reach. Meta magic I have.
Okay. Just making sure.
Yeah.
No, not has some cheese. Go away. Go away. Come on, cheese. Go away.
yeah, I
See
just
there?
checked. It doesn't actually have fucking immunity to necrotic, so immunity to negative energy. So that's fun. I thought it did.
Go away.
Oh, that
Cool.
would have been a fucking useless. Oh, I would have been so mad.
I thought it had fucking immunity to negative energy, but no, alas. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
What does the harm look like as you close range cast it?
Literally, I just hold my hand out and you see like this black mist envelop him.
The
Pokey
mist,
little sword boy.
almost like lightning, comes out from you and then envelops the gnome Ceramorph, and you see its form weaken significantly, and it is looking extremely bad. As it comes to River's turn.
So, as a River Swift action, she's going to do another Lay on Hands, which is 76, right? Yes.
I have no idea.
Yeah, I just checked with the other thing. So, this doesn't affect her standard action or move action, right?
No,
Yeah, just
she
swift
can do one as a swift action. She can do a second
Okay,
one
great.
as a standard.
That's 31 health for River, which is plenty of fucking health to do this. Plus, 31. Oh. Plus, stop moving it!
Oh, you were healing?
Yeah.
There we go.
I was like, why the fuck do I keep moving? She's going to position her sword so she's like leaning against the top of the rocks, then
Mhm.
fucking jump
She
and calm
pounces.
it down like a fucking missile.
Roll an attack.
Would this be? I don't know if River's.
Draw two.
Don't know River's character sheet. I guess it's Genie Greatsword Power Attack.
No, yeah, I'll get it for you. It's on her Excel sheet.
Oh, have I been doing the fucking wrong rolls every time I do it?
D20 plus 33.
Or D20. Jesus Christ. There's a fucking 39 hit.
Okay. Roll a reflex save for her, which is plus 9.
Oh. Hey, let me fix that. That's a RD20 plus 9. It's a 13.
Okay, she's going to take full damage.
Okay.
Oh no, we made it. She takes half damage,
They take half.
or if she fails, she takes half damage and they will take half damage, so she takes the same amount. If she succeeds, they take full damage, she takes none. So, she's going to take half and they will take half.
Yep.
Roll for me. $12d6 plus 45.
Remember to double it because this is a good drop.
Well, this is just for the.
Technically,
damage
this isn't a coup de grace because she can't full round action it.
Oh, yes, technically.
She's jumping down. Okay, and roll an additional. Do you want to roll the full damage and then half it, or just half the dice?
Just half the dice.
20d6.
Ah!
Okay, so she takes 66 and it'll take 66.
Good thing
She's
I
also
fucking
gonna
healed
take
her up.
97.
Yazabel doesn't have any more butterflies. We already used them up.
I do have one more. I'm going to keep a hold just in case, though.
Yeah, just in case.
Just
Yeah,
in
it's
case.
understandable for your version.
You are pinned. You're about to get your brain.
I mean, Carolina's right there. So it's all
Carolina
because
can attack.
Yazabel.
I do have the jersey that could just absorb damage if I needed to.
Brew.
Well, I don't know if you
Have you used that today?
Not today, no.
Okay.
There's only one use per day.
Yeah. That's how it's not completely broken. Is it can
No,
only be
no, I
used
think-
once.
I think this is a bit of a retcon. I gotta ask Austin, see what he said.
I will murder you right now. Okay. She slams into the top of it, and as she does, the Elder Brain can't sustain itself and slams into the ground with her. the tentacles splayed out, the sword embedded further past the hilt. She is like elbow deep in the brain as she has to pull it out. And the brain is barely alive. It is incredibly injured. Incredibly injured. As
Yeah, with
it comes to Carolina's turn.
This thing's helpless, right? That means it's got no dex score.
Indeed.
Where's the bonk stick?
Are you just gonna fucking whack it like a little tap and it's dead?
He's
Do you
just
want-
got it on additional gear, so he doesn't actually have an attack.
Do you want her to just hit it?
Yeah, someone hit it with the bonk stick.
Okay.
Oh, you killed it.
Roll a d20 plus her dexterity plus BOB.
Does she have weapons? I thought that would be a weapon.
I got a bonk stick.
She bonks it.
28.
Yeah. So roll. Give me 1 sec.
The most fucking broken piece of stick she's ever found actually does 20d6. Made out of ironwood.
Oh, Andy told me to cast truce, quick cast truce tag. So,
Oh,
So what does that do?
I don't know, I think it gives it advantage.
Yeah,
I think that was in 5e. I think True Strike in Pathfinder is like plus 20 or something.
Gains a plus 20 inside bonus, yeah.
Okay, so a 48 hits. Roll for me. This is a stick. Do you want to double the dice or double it? Lee?
What's the dice for the stick?
I'm not gonna tell you until you tell me. Do you want to double it or...
We'll double it.
Okay. So we're gonna double it. Okay. What is her dexterity?
Her dexterity is 14.
So plus 2.
yeah.
Cool, roll a d6 plus 2. And this is gonna get doubled.
No!
She deals 6 points of damage.
You could have casted Disintegrate.
She bonks it, and a little piece of brain sticks to the stick. That was a very good round for her.
Oh, she's still
Shay,
No. It's still alive.
it is still very much so alive.
Brain is so pissed.
It's not an outsider, Andy. It's a kidno stick. I know it's a kidno stick. It was nearly dead.
Yeah, you
Oh,
literally
we
just
were
hit it with a
going to
quarterstaff.
kill it with little bits of damage because it was so small.
The sorcerer just hit it with a fucking quarterstaff.
He said it doesn't do damage. Well, it did that time. Oh, I don't even care.
You know.
Shane, it comes to your turn.
You said that this thing, doesn't... it probably is. You did 6 damage. Deal with it. I know you have a melee weapon. It was funnier with the stick.
And now the entire party
I
dies.
was really hoping it was down to single-digit numbers.
Now it's
It would
actually
have
at
been
1
so
point health.
great if you killed it with the stick, though. Come
I'm
on.
telling you, it'd have been great.
Wherever fucking illicits go after they die. It's like, how'd you die? I got hit by a fucking stick.
Stick.
Can you believe this shit?
I'm just gonna shoot it.
I'm not gonna hit it with the butt of your gun.
It would be funny.
It'll be funnier, but
Come on, game. Come on.
Come on, you got it.
Nice.
20 years later.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Damn. Yeah, that'll confirm. 10. 26.
I ignore the second one.
36. Lee? You did 2 points of overkill.
Yeah.
2. You just killed it. With that extra electric damage. So, how does your shot kill them? How does your shot kill an Elder Brain?
Yeah, see Carolina roll up with her bong stick, just she just kind of rolls her eyes, points the gun, and fires while looking back to make sure Jezebel's still not dead.
I'm
And
dead.
the shot whizzes just past Carolina's ear, goes straight through the Elder Brain, and you see as it does, whatever tension was keeping it alive is instantly extinguished, and it just sloughs into a pile of mush in which River just sinks into.
Help, I can't swim.
Plus,
River
your
is
daily
currently
contact does
drowning
less damage than you could have done.
in brain goo.
Brain goo.
Yeah.
Yum.
Andy,
Good soup.
your
As
Kelly
it-
fighting tankers of 1d4 plus 1.
Comes to the Gnome Ceramorph's turn. The Gnome Ceramorph is going to... You can see it is incredibly injured. It will... attempt to coup de grace.
Oh.
It's not going to attempt to suck your brain, it's just going to attempt to kill you.
It's too mad.
So...
That's a full round action. We get an attack of opportunity on it, I believe.
Hey, Les, Juniper, here you go, buddy.
I don't know. We need to
I'm checking.
look it up.
During delivering provokes attack opportunity from threatening opponents.
Okay, let me just check their character sheet.
Ah! Oh, the cheese.
Oh, not a cheese.
Oh, jeez.
No Ches.
Shit.
Oh,
That's
man.
fine. I really think Andy should get a hero point because that was totally in character.
Yeah, okay, you can get Andy a hero point.
While he's screaming at me.
Can River get a hero point for the missile bomb?
Ugh.
Sure. Yes.
I'll tell Austin I got him a hero point while he was gone.
Okay.
Fuck.
Andy said it's no getting lightning bolted to one and then blowing up the airship, though.
Someone go for the other eye. I want to see that happen.
I mean, I do have a full round attack.
So what are you doing, Darren?
I'm thinking. I'm thinking.
Switch targets.
Should have casted Jolting Pertinent on him. Well, I had the chance. You want to be able to do this fucking coup de grace? Because that'd be basically crit, right?
What is I used
Yeah.
a hero point to go before him because I see him trying to do something. I just shot the 2 bolts of lightning again. What if I did that?
You can.
How pissed would you be if I did that?
You'd be able to shoot. You'd be able to shoot 1 bolt of lightning because it lets you do an action. So yeah, you can
Okay, then. Yeah, I will do that. Let me.
go before him. Roll that attack.
And my character sheet.
I think Jezebel's
So I
one
don't
of the only
forget.
characters I've never had to revive yet.
You haven't had to revive me.
So that's a D20
That's
plus
at
your
one.
level.
I feel like I died at
I
some
came back on
point.
myself. I came back on in myself.
I came back on my own terms, damn it.
32.
Does a 32 hit?
That will hit.
Good.
How are you killing it? Have 1 health.
Roll for me.
Right.
A D100.
Ooh, 19.
Okay, roll 10d6 for me.
Ow.
33.
Okay. Let me scare my character sheet. Give me 1 sec.
How am I going to keep this guy alive? How am I going to keep him alive? He's supposed to be a new main character in this party.
Oh no! No, my NPC!
My DM NPC, no.
No!
This is a
My character in
party?
shirt, no!
Why do you want this as a character in our party?
I was joking.
I don't know what you want. I don't got no more food. I've been legend on you all day.
Yeah, I got nothing. How are you killing them?
I'm going for the other eye. That's what I'm doing.
I feel dour to hell.
The lightning comes down as they are still standing over you. You see they place their other hand now on your throat and they're about to start just crushing your neck in. As you raise your hand up, placing your palm on their eye, the lightning comes through the back of their head, connects with your palm. You take your hand away and both of its eye sockets are burnt out. And it falls to the ground dead.
I'm loot! I'm loot!
Crap,
Out of
he
combat.
says.
Okay, everybody. Gather around in the circle. Who's hurt?
Ah.
Who's not?
I
'Cause
somehow took less than 40 points of damage for that whole thing. I don't know if I think I may have laid hands on myself a couple times, but I came out of that fairly okay.
I've been at 6 points of health this entire battle.
Thank God it didn't go after you.
Yeah. We would be in a bit of a predicament if it went after me. Okay, everybody's gathering around me. Whoever needs healing, they get 48. I get 34. Then another 40 for everybody. I think that's enough health. So that's 4 plus 26. I need more health still. What about? And I can cast 1 more of these.
Yeah, not 11. Not 11. Not 11.
Okay.
Great. We're all chilling.
They did as fuck.
Hell yeah, brother. Any loot besides that soul stone that we got?
You have the soul stone.
Check.
Yes, I'll get you to roll a D100 for me.
So on that perception check, do they have anything on them?
Well, then at 20, roll the D100 with advantage.
Alright. 52.
52. Okay.
You find all the soul stones. The campaign is over.
Whoa, you find the rest of them!
The hovel's on the other side of the door.
They've been hoarding them.
Hey! It's just Smaug all over again.
Smaug.
Smaug. How do you know how it's pronounced when it's a book?
You
It's like
find
Hermione, how do you know?
It's not Hermie 1.
on the Gnome Ceramorph, they have a belt of basically large diamonds. They had as spell components. You find 11 large diamonds, each worth 10,000 gold each.
I need 2 of those, please.
Here you go.
So 110,000 gold worth of 10,000 gold diamonds.
Trade Dead costs 5,000, so I can cast it 4 times now.
You'd have to grind them up into diamond dust.
I can do that
You
in my
can't-
spare time.
Yeah, because you can't cast it with half a diamond.
I mean, River has a fucking warhammer.
Yeah, no,
What was
you'll be able to
the,
grind them easily enough.
what was the belt of Daza?
It was diamonds, basically. It was a belt that had a
Oh,
bunch
okay,
of
gotcha.
diamonds attached to it.
It was a Gucci belt.
Roll me a...
I'm sorry, my brain's not processing numbers
That's
right
all good.
now. What did it go out to?
It was 11 diamonds, each worth 10,000 gold.
And I took 2
Okay.
of them.
Also, roll me
That's-
a d8, yes.
An 88?
1 d8, sorry.
1d8, I'm sorry.
All good.
Hey, an 8!
Okay. Da, 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 da.
What are we doing?
I'm just checking an item.
Okay. Had me concerned for a second. My internet went out or something.
Okay. You find this. A +6 shifters headband. It gives you a +6 to either intelligence, wisdom, or charisma.
Ooh.
And once per day, you can polymorph yourself.
Sweet.
6, you say?
To intelligent wisdom.
So who's gonna take it?
It's mine.
Okay.
Yes, yoinks. Makes sense. with that, no one died, sadly.
Then we're back on.
What are you doing after that? I've just moved you to a not combat map.
We're gonna take a long rest after that bullshit.
Where are you
Do we
sleeping?
need to do it?
What, Anthony?
Is there anything else in that cave that we noticed?
With a 52 perception. Let me
Oh, I was going to cut up the
Okay.
dragon.
Gonna cut up
Yeah.
the dragon. Okay, roll a knowledge nature check.
I mean, it's already all cut up. River did cut it.
She did decapitate it.
Look at- We just take its head and put it on a mount.
What are you trying to get from the dragon itself?
Scales, teeth,
Just stuff to sell?
the end of. Yeah, well, stuff to sell, stuff to build stuff with.
Okay. Lee, roll a d6 for me.
Six.
This was a red dragon before it was turned by the Elder Brain. You are able to collect, I would say, about £100 worth of scales, plus $80,000 gold worth of other bits and bobs.
Did we take some of the brain goo?
Colored purple.
The Elder Brain is pretty mush at this point.
You said 80,000?
Yeah,
Yes.
you said 80k.
You can attempt to harvest some of the Elder Brain.
Do you think we would ever need to use the brain goo? Submit it to some type of like school to study or something like that?
What? Yeah, sure. I don't know.
You're able to collect
Some
some of
brain
the
goo.
brain goo. So you have a bottle of brain goo. Other than that, in this cave, there's a few dead mind flayers that are completely almost bare. They're just wearing ritual robes that have been sucked of their brain by the dragon.
Yep. I guess we should teleport out of here back. Actually, before we do that, we gotta take those collars off, you guys.
Yes, let's do that.
So,
I take my collar off.
what? Huh?
Yeah, you grab your collar and you pull it off. And the connecting
caster's dead.
part of it seems to just undo itself as you pull it off.
Yeah, the caster's dead. Come on now.
And the rest of you are able to just take it off. The
Okay,
one
then
who
we
bound
just
it to you is dead.
We just teleport off the ship then.
You teleport onto the ship.
Yeah.
Okay.
If that's what we need to do, right?
Is the ship in custody, or do we
No, the
still
ship
have
is
access to it?
currently above the hole that you drop down to get into the Underdark City. It will
Oh yeah, that's right.
it will be monitored once you go to the court. People will be keeping it there while you're there.
Okay, cool.
So you appear on the ship.
First thing we're going to do is we're going to contact what's her name, say we got her.
She already collected the book.
Oh, she did? Okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's why the church got
Yes.
fucking destroyed. Speaking
Oh,
of which, we
Right, you
did
wanted to
have a
talk about that.
discussion. She's going to do some shit with that book.
Okay.
Don't think we should let her have the book. After the
Sure,
court,
got the book.
I think we should do a little bit of a heist.
I don't give a shit about the book. I already turned down the book's mental challenges, so
I don't give a shit about the book either. I don't like what she's
she's
going
also keeping us out of jail.
She's keeping them out of jail.
Us out of jail. We're also implicated in this lawsuit.
I wasn't aware that they stole this ship.
That doesn't make a shit to these people, apparently.
Anyways,
You know,
Point
you don't
is-
know exactly what everyone's being charged with, but you do know everyone's being charged with something. Everyone is implicated in some way.
it's a frivolous lawsuit.
It's not a frivolous lawsuit. They'll put us in jail.
Frivolous lawsuit.
You wouldn't think like that.
Corrupt officials. Anyways, when I asked her directly what she's planning to do with this, she said she was going to keep it, like, safe, like, away, and wasn't going to use it. She wasn't lying about her not using it. Other people, though. And we already seen the effects that this book has when people interact with its crystals and stuff.
Other people want to use it. It's none of our business. If you want to do all that kind of shit and do that kind of stuff, do it after the lawsuit. I don't care. Do it on your own.
I think we should do it during the lawsuit when we're
Can't
not
do it
needed.
during the lawsuit. We have to be there for the lawsuit.
Fuck.
Seems like somebody else's problem.
Tried convincing everybody.
I'm definitely not interested in a book that controls your mind.
Already dealt with one. What's another?
You ate that book.
Yeah, of course. I have built a resistance against mind controlling books now.
If you eat enough lead,
It's like-
you build a resistance.
I hate enough paper. I built a resistance to that stuff. Nope, I tried convincing the party. Didn't work. Unless all of you want to join me in this Robin Hood, this Arsène Lupin act.
Good, thank you. I had enough of that book when I was trying not to open it and get it into the pouch. You do whatever you want, though.
Never mind, I can't do this myself. I'm not stealthy. Remember that time I tried to break into that house? I was fucking like Scooby-Doo ghost chase. Going through one
Hey,
door
you can
after
always
the other.
do the recon of it. You can always do some sort of recon. Screen,
You
etc.
have a whole fucking thing.
You have those eyes. You have scrying.
Yeah, and she's a high-level wizard. She just
I don't know.
with one spell.
I don't
she
know.
made that shit to a black
Hey,
hole.
you can certainly try.
Yeah, see,
She's
that's
not
the
the
thing.
only
I got enough black holes
She's
on
not
me,
the only person
okay?
that can make black holes.
She took like a. How much of a spear did she make, Darren?
A spear?
She lifted the church up with the underground.
Oh, a sphere.
attack and
Yeah, she created she turned a city block into a maybe 100-foot wide sphere of rubble, which then collapsed into just a pile.
Eh.
And it was
Why
about
isn't it updating?
maybe 200, 300 feet deep underground that just got pulled up into it
I can do that.
and just got yoinked.
I see.
Yeah, I can do that.
do it to the air. Compress air.
I mean, it's not hard to do when you have years worth of research.
Yes.
Hey, look how powerful I am after. How long has it been since we started this campaign?
In-game time-wise?
Yeah.
Almost a year.
Yeah, look how powerful I've gotten in a year. I'm a literal demigod. Fighting more control over the god powers I have.
Anthony, figure out how to loop rhythm, please.
I'll keep playing. Oh, Pink Panther. Jesus Christ.
Of course he is. What else would he be playing?
There.
See, you can always do a little bit of retcon. Oh, not retcon,
Wait,
recon.
What is the Q? Ah! What the fuck have you been queuing, Darren?
What the fuck? Oh, it's playing the playlist I just put in chat.
I don't think
Oh.
you can.
That's fine. Leave it.
Yeah.
So,
1 hour
have,
is possible.
when I have the rapier eat the stuff, does I get the thing back, or
No, it eats it. Yum.
Is it a transforming weapon now?
Yeah,
what?
Is
basically.
It's a transforming weapon. Okay.
Yeah.
As a move action, you decide its form.
Can you have it eat a gun?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so. Although I still need this to work on it, and I will put my gun with the other gun attached to it.
I was about to say, why don't you use the other gun?
It's literally just underslung underneath it right now. I'm working on integrating it into the actual gun of itself, but strapped for time, strapped for cash, can't really do much.
Percy, do fucking lightning thief. Me to eat
Speaking
a
of which,
pen.
how long will it take us to get there?
Huh?
Yes.
How long will it take us to get there?
To the court? A day. It just takes a single teleportation.
How long until the actual trial?
You've got, at this point, 5 days. You'll have 4 days of downtime.
What about that spear I picked up off of the evil vampire bitch?
River's got that. That's the Spear of Light.
I didn't know if I gave it to her or if you'd given her the write up.
I show.
Because I was just going to work on. Because River's got a lot of magic weapons right now, right?
Yeah, a few.
I've got to put them all into the Forever Touch Greatsword so she doesn't have to think about it anymore.
You're gonna try and do the same thing?
Yeah,
let
she's
them
going to
eat.
meld them all together. Ellipses.
I'll have a look at it between sessions, but you can attempt to use the Genie Slayer Greatsword, because that's also Genie magic, to do the same thing as your sword does, which is also Genie magic, to eat
Okay.
them.
Or she could just change the stuff, otherwise she would actually have to hold the damn things.
Yeah.
So anything else I will do? I've already decoded the evocation loop, right? That was the... Yeah, that was the dominant person. But there were 2 more spells in it now that we haven't worked on yet, so... There.
What was that, sir?
The book that the dominant person spell came in, that was encoded, and I had to finish. It had 2 more spells in it.
I shall get those to you. I need to go through my old notes. Look. Sorry, I just got an email from my uni. COVID is fun. Okay. Do we have anything we want to do before the trial?
Oh, what color was the soul stone?
This soulstone,
So I'm the one keeping track of it.
I shall check. This one is purple. With almost these black veins through it.
With
Hey, I can't be boring and just have it be a solid colour.
we have one that's completely black.
That's a lie.
Yeah. Soulstone with the night sky. Soulstone's completely black. Soulstone with red.
Okay, fuck you.
Soulstone empty.
That one makes
Soulstone with
sense.
black vein.
Okay. Anything to do before the trial? Your little appearance in court?
So River's armor is what right now?
Adamantine, I think.
No, it's Anjanath scales. If I remember correctly.
I'll check if she wrote it down. If not, you might have to ask her.
Boy.
Narker, she on roll 20.
No, it doesn't say what it's made of. I think it is adamantine. She added those scales to get armor spikes. So it works as adamantine, but she also has armor spikes. So she can just
Do
hug people and do damage.
Red dragon scales doing, or are they just
Yeah, if you want to
dragons?
try and incorporate them into armor, they will give you resistance to
Yes.
fire.
Going to work on her
Hi.
arm.
You gonna get on my lap?
Sure.
No? Maybe.
Roll a craft. Do you have craft armor?
Make magical arms and armor.
Oh,
Go for it.
boy. Yeah, oh boy, Juno. Oh boy.
Oof.
Gotta roll.
It's gonna take you longer than that. You're not able to get it done. You're able to get it sketched out. So how you're gonna actually make it, and you make the framework of it, but it's nowhere near wearable yet.
Alright.
Another about a week of downtime, 10 days, and you'll be able to have red dragon scale, which will give her
Going that
50% damage reduction on fire damage.
Okay, on that note, I'm just going to. I've got the battle dress and then the coat with the claim on the back of it. That's not magical, right? It's just a
The what?
jacket that says reclaim on it.
Yes, no, that is just a jacket that she had stolen.
Okay, so I'm going to combine those two because I'm already wearing a duster, but it's not magical. So I'm going to combine those two to make a duster.
Okay. Does it say reclaimer on it?
Yes.
Okay. Does the duster keep anything of the dress, or is the dress just being absorbed by it, basically?
Well, what color did we say the dress was?
That's complete. I think it was like a red. It was a vibrant color of some sort.
Yeah, it was either yellow or red, and I know it was bright.
Yeah.
That color just kind of really
Up to you.
like wearing a dress in battle.
You could do the duster be whatever color the dress was, or the inside of the duster is that color.
Yeah, we'll do because the reclaimer's just the jacket is just a leather jacket. Right?
Yeah.
So we'll just do leather on the outside and then red on the inside.
Okay. And so that'll have the magic abilities of the dress. Anyone else need to do anything before the trial?
What?
Before the trial, do we have anything to do? Anthony, are you gonna do anything?
Brain thinking.
Oh, I still got all those slate shards. Can I figure out exactly what those are?
Which slate?
The one that I exploded into myself.
You exploded into yourself. From
Remember,
the
I tried to
parent? From
combine
the...
it. I tried to combine it with something and it exploded. And it all ended up inside of me, left me on 1 HP.
Yes,
Then I healed out everything I
I'll get
could,
back
found
to
the
you.
rest of them.
because I do think I wrote something for that, but it's in like 30 sessions ago in my Google Doc.
Yeah. I've had a liar building this entire time.
I'm gonna convert all those 2 diamonds I have into dust.
Sure. You are easily able to
Yeah.
have them ground up.
He just puts it literally in my workshop using the biggest hammer he can find with the thing. The diamond.
A -1 strength, so I have like fucking like.
He just completely missed.
And then you finally do hit, and it just slides right off.
He hits it and it vibrates through it.
It's like a fucking cartoon, like.
And then as you're standing there stunned, River comes by, grabs the head of it, and just presses it down, and it shatters.
Not even that. She just grabs like one of those tool hammers, like.
Dink!
And we can do it.
So yeah, you have that much in dust.
We still have that damn mask from the thing back in the ziggurat. The upside down ziggurat.
Yes. Okay.
Hey Shaman, you like masks?
Yeah. What about it?
Well, this one controls your mind.
Let me see.
The Highway Musk.
If you want to put that in chat. Did you already examine it and everything? Like try and learn stuff from it?
I know it controls your mind.
No, it's like a domination mask.
If you fail.
If you fail.
It
don't
looks
understand
like a almost Oni type mask. Has these big horns. I had a picture of it. I'll try and find it.
Hitler mask. So is it like an intelligent item where it has its own will, or?
I don't know, how are you trying to learn that?
I would be able to identify an intelligent item since I made one before.
Okay. Yes, it is.
Okay. So,
I think it's also cursed.
so if once you put it on, you can't take it off. I'm assuming then, right?
Well, I think it just kills you.
Just kills you.
It looks like this, but it's only the top half. There's nothing below the nose.
Well, intelligent items, you can communicate with them, so. You don't talk to it.
If I remember right, it had something to do with the void, so
Yeah.
that's why I grabbed it and was super interested in it.
Yeah. Gonna have a little conversation with it. This thing should be able to talk. Or if you tune to it, you can talk to it. That's what it is. Unless it has a communication thing.
Yeah, so you hold it, and not much seems to
I tried
happen.
to talk to it,
You tried to talk to it in voice speak as well?
so you should.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna try talking to it in voice speak.
What are you saying?
If not, I'm gonna hold it. Do you have a name? Items should have names if they're gonna be living.
And you're just holding the mask?
Yeah, I'm like, I'm holding the mask like the face
As
is
if you're...
facing me.
Okay. Roll a will save for me.
Uh oh.
We can Let's go get you back.
24.
Okay. Give me 1 second.
Just
Start collecting mass in my freight.
Just slowly but surely moving down all of my additional gear right now. Well, I have been for a while now to get everything back in order.
Can you merge in magical items into one?
So Darren, I've got another stone gold. Can I upgrade my already?
I'll think about it. Stone golem upgrade.
Look it up on the internet.
So you are speaking to it, and you hear no response. But you do feel your arm almost seizes up as you're able to stop yourself from moving closer to try and talk to it. But you can feel like part of you wants to, part of you doesn't.
You should talk to your god about that.
Is the mask a follower of Set?
You know, it's void magic.
Yeah. Listen, if you don't talk to me, I'm just gonna put you.
I'm gonna tell on you. I'm gonna
tell
shepherd
on
on you.
I'm gonna tell my daddy. I'm gonna tell my god on you. Listen, if you don't talk to me, one of two things is gonna happen. You're gonna stay not being warned, or I will throw you into the abyss that is whatever the fucking land is called, where nobody will pick you up. And where are you?
Well,
no, the fucking.
oh, you're.
Yeah,
Okay.
because nobody really roams around there, and plus it's a big fucking desert. Nobody's gonna find it. I know you can speak, so speak to me.
Oh, I'm gonna go see if anybody got teleported into the teleport trap in Limbo.
Roll another will save. No one has been trapped there yet.
You try to forcefully make me wear you, we're gonna have more issues, because then I'll definitely leave you out there stranded.
You can see it's trying to get you to wear it again.
Yeah, I know. You do that one more time, all bets are off, and I will leave you out there.
Cheers.
Or better yet, I'll just dispel you, and you won't be around anymore. I
That would
made
be
one
a
of
break.
the. Yeah, I can do that. I've made one of yous before. I can destroy you.
He also did that to his other one. Proud of you for moving on, though.
Shaman starts crying profusely.
Proud of you for moving on. Oh, God. I didn't mean it like that.
It's only been 3 weeks.
You still moved on. I thought we had a new chapter. Stop going back in the book. Carolina's just sitting there.
I'm like a fucking horse breaker. I'm gonna get through this damn book. I mean, through this damn mask.
Okay. Give me 1 second.
Oh, that's the couch.
Yeah.
The couch that has reduced item and make bigger item. Forgot the word for it. Enlarge, that's the word.
Large.
Enbiggen.
Large item.
Enbiggen. It's also the same word.
So it's just a medium-sized couch.
Yeah. I fully expect River to bring it into the room instead of sitting in the defendant's booth. She sits in the couch.
Roll
Yes.
a fortitude save for me, Shaman.
Baby.
Andy, do you have anything that needs to be done?
As you say that to the mask, you feel an intense, almost... how to describe it? An intense weakness in the arm that is holding it up. And then you can tell as you move your arm, your skin is almost sticking to whatever top you have over it, whatever sleeve you have on. You take 6 points of strength damage.
Oh.
As you feel your skin almost melt a little bit in that arm.
Now he wears the skin like a heart, spread his heart secures.
Roll a
Say
strength
lots of
check
water.
for me, Anthony.
That's just damage, right?
That's damage, yes. Did you do the negatives from that?
Yep.
Okay.
I did
That's
negative.
why he has a negative 4.
So
Already
you're
had
holding it,
two.
and you see the mask levitates out of your hand and backs up 10 feet.
To where? Against the fucking wall I'm next to?
Where are you currently?
I'm be in my fucking room.
Sure.
So it
So
literally
it
cannot
backs
go
up
back any further.
against the window. The window that looks outside.
Which one did we say was my workshop? I think it was...
Your workshop is all the way to the left, yeah.
Yeah, so right here. Okay, that's what I thought. I thought it was...
So it's currently against the window here.
Yeah. 3, Andy. It's a 3.
I'll let you.
And use this boy as the mask.
Okay. I'll let you stay in here.
Quite a bit.
Think about a decision. Tomorrow, you will answer me.
You will particularly have 37,000.
And I leave the room,
Okay.
lock the door,
You give them
and
the silent
inform all the
treatment.
people on the ship they are not allowed to enter that room until further notice.
Okay. We'll go over the next day next week.
Oh, you have to leave?
No. I'll make
Oh.
just so I can prep for it.
Yeah, he's gonna prep for it. Isabel, do you have anything that needs to be done in 5 days?
No, all my shit just got taken care of.
Okay.
I have to scribble something on the wall, but that'll take all of 5 minutes.
Okay.
Okay. I think that's it then.
Andy might be upgrading his cloak of resistance. I don't know though.
Gotcha. That will be something easy we
Yeah.
can figure out.
Yes.
Now that he's said it, I'm probably not by this one to confirm. If I have to transfer it back onto the ship using Shrine Walker, that won't activate our teleport trap.
Nope.
No.
Nope, cool. Sweet.
Okay, so a plus 5 is 25,000. Plus 3.
Okay. So, all 5 of you, plus the captains of the ship, that being Kip, Kiara, yada yada. We'll have to go to the court as your trial comes up. So, you teleport to Kaladesh. Specifically, you teleport to the city of... if I can find it.
He's going to spend 8k to upgrade his cloak resistance from 5 to 3
Oh.
to 5.
Oakley dokley.
I don't know how to
Gurpur. One of the major cities in Kaladesh. Kaladesh being the very advanced, at least in magics, plane. Fuck off, Andy. I did not. As you arrive, you see you are not the only floating or flying ship. Far from it. There are dozens within sight. And you have been given the address. At how early are you arriving?
I know she said we need to meet with her half an hour before, so whatever gives us enough time to meet
Okay.
up.
You have to float down and the city streets are large enough that you are able to basically park your ship in a little side street. You head to the location she gave you so that you have easily enough time for half an hour beforehand. And you arrive, seeing Maya Crawford waiting outside of this, what seems to be one of the main buildings in town, the courthouse, of extremely elegant design. She hops over to you as you approach and says, Good, everyone's here. Do we have any questions before we head in?
They want to know if they can bring a couch.
The one they're currently carrying?
I think it's about that big right now.
Is it going to become a normal size couch?
Probably. You just weird.
Yeah, I can pull some strings.
Okay. They really
Thank
like
you.
this couch, and I don't know why.
It's an emotional support thing. Don't worry
It's
about
emotional. My emotional support couch. Well, if it's an emotional support thing and those are all right, can I bring my emotional support M1 Abrams?
it. Yes.
I mean, it's just a tank. Surely they'll be able to.
You see, she pulls out, she's always carrying the book that is in her picture, but she places that on her, in her cloak, and pulls out another book, which she writes something down in, and says, yeah, that'll be fine. Before we get to it, there will be 2 separate trials. The first will be for, and she points at you 5, will be for you all, who were not involved in the initial theft of the Weatherlight replica. And the trial after that will be for the rest of the crew that was directly involved in the theft of the replica of the Weatherlight.
Okay, I just missed all that. Randy was saying something. So what?
Hey.
I heard the first half of it.
There's 2 trials. First one will be for U5. Second part will be for everyone else who was involved directly with the theft. She says, so the strategy...
Think we got a chance?
Sorry?
Think we got a chance?
Oh, definitely. The strategy we'll be going with is pleading guilty, and you will be receiving the lowest penalty.
So we're pleading down.
There's 5 of you, it'll cost less than 100 gold.
The system here's weird. Okay. Anything else other than that, or it's just the gold?
Your time, that'll be about it.
Okay. So
Proceedings
our gold
should
time,
only
got it.
take a day. Jury won't take long to decide.
What about those two? Or those idiots?
Oh, theirs should be quite similar.
Did they get to keep the ship?
We kind of need the ship.
You'll be able to keep it, yes.
Okay.
Lit.
Cool.
Alright, I guess let's go in there and see what happens.
Okay.
Nothing ever goes as planned. Everything goes great until you get punched in the face.
She takes you in. Now, so that I don't have to roleplay an entire court scene with myself,
Wait, you don't want to?
I wish. Sadly, I have to go soon, so I don't want to spend 3 hours doing the performance of my life.
Fake DM,
Okay, so you made it
I'm
up,
sorry.
alright. He's making an excuse.
So, you head on in, and... How did you make this music loop?
I'm sure you just did loop.
Nah, that's too advanced.
So are we pleading guilty or no contest so we can bring this up later?
Guilty.
So that's fun.
You will be charged, each of you. And she checks her notes. As I check my notes. U5 will simply be charged with possession of... Trying to find the specific wording. Possession of illicit fruits. Specifically, it was brought up that during one of your trades in, I believe it was the plane of Zendikar, apparently broke a couple little laws, and so we're going to be pleading guilty for that. You'll be charged with nothing else, though.
Glad I didn't jaywalk.
Other than that... What the fuck? I just got added to a group on Facebook and like a message group and sent this by some rando. What the fuck? What the fuck? I feel like this is a threat. My life is in danger.
Or to get a real lawyer on
I
board.
don't even know what the word pagans mean. Okay.
Because he's a fallen angel, and he's used to be God's favorite. I shall continue with your legal RP when Anthony gets back. I'm gonna quickly get a drink while he's away. Ah, yeah.
I hate aluminum so goddamn much. Walking home today, some fucker bumped into me and instantly started talking shit about aluminum being the best metal. I tried to remain calm to him and explain that iron was actually the best metal. He wouldn't take a hint. He started throwing around words like rust, and I lost and punched him right in his aluminum-loving fucking face. I hate aluminum so goddamn much. What?
What is that a reply to?
I don't know. It was
And I'm what you're
before
quitting.
10 post.
Oh, did you just find that by itself?
Found it on Twitter by itself.
Oh.
I hate aluminum so goddamn much.
What are we doing?
You're alive?
Yeah.
Yeah, we was waiting on you to get back.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. Okay. So, you'll be, there's 2 separate trials. There's one for the 5 of you. And there's one for the rest of the captains who were actually involved in the theft of the replica of the Witherlight. Maya says, plead guilty to what you're being charged with. You'll get the lowest sentencing, which will be, and she writes in one of her books and says, at most 100 gold.
If we plead not guilty?
No, if we plead guilty.
If you plead guilty.
Yeah, but what if we plead not guilty?
Ugh,
Darren's gonna
that just
smack
makes
you
it a lot
upside the
harder.
face.
She says that I've prepped for guilty verdicts.
Full libertarian. I'm not on the jury. I can't go full libertarian on you.
But if we didn't do the crime, why do we gotta take the punishment?
You did technically do the crime, but it'll be much less of a punishment than what they originally wanted to charge you with.
I'm not deprived from my cold dead hands. What?
But I didn't do anything.
You're currently being charged with distribution of illicit fruits.
What fruits?
I don't know, something on Zendikar you're charged with. It's
I
that,
wasn't charged with anything.
or theft of a... How much is this?
Excuse me, sir. Grand larceny.
I'd rather not think of how much this ship is worth. Theft of that.
They have a word for that. It's called priceless.
Priceless artifact.
That alone, I don't think any of you will be able to pay back, and so it will be life. Either in prison or execution. I don't mind. But if you wanna try and contest that instead, we can. Would you like a third
Let's
trial?
go with the plead guilty. Let's do that.
That's much easier, thank you.
My perfect
Let's
record.
go on our permanent record.
My perfect
Only
record.
on this plane, we go to like a billion of them.
I had a good record on all the planes. I've never even been to this one.
What
I
if we just
split-
kill everybody in the courtroom?
Oh,
I think that would make it worse.
but if we pin it on Seder,
I still think it would make it worse.
I plead guilty to the murder of the judge. The judge not dead yet.
What if we kill the judge? If we kill the judge, everybody gets an A. That's the law. Anyway.
No, I don't think that's right at all,
We killed the
Shay.
judge.
Everybody has to get an A. That's the law.
If the judge hits me, I get free tuition for the year.
Okay. Okay.
Look, I'm fine with pleading guilty and only paying about 100 gold.
It seems kind of a weird justice system if you really think about it. Plead guilty and then you gotta take the lesser sentence. Usually,
Pleading guilty.
Maya says it's best
It's a-
not to
it's a-
think
it's just
about
a-
these things.
is it a plea deal?
Yes.
I'm bending a few rules. It's best not to think about it. For your sake.
Then criminal justice.
We helped her, now she's helping us. Let's go get this over with. And we're all done helping each other.
Sounds like somebody needs to start a field of criminology out here.
And so you head on in, and the court proceeds. Let me see. I'll get whoever wants to roll for me a sense motive check.
Ba, 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 ba.
Nick hurts. Must have slept wrong. Definitely the government's fault.
Okay, so the proceedings themselves will be summarized, so I don't spend the last of my time here today RPing by myself. You are brought before. This is the court of the major city of Kaladesh. There is a basically audience of a couple hundred people, many of which journalists, covering the story of what you thought wasn't that big of a deal, the theft of the replica of a ancient ship. The plaintiffs, a representative of the Celeste Company, named Aaron Kane, is seemingly very soft with his accusations against you. You have the first trial, the second trial is against everyone else. And after only an hour or so of discussion, there isn't any further witness discussions. This is mostly, it seems to be a sentencing. And I assume everyone pleads guilty, as they were told.
Yes.
Going
Yep.
to make sure everything is on the level. Seems like it, what she said it was happening.
Sure. It's very weird. Everything she said seems to be true so far, but it is what they're sentencing you with is a massive reduction from what they could be sentencing you with.
We have the court documents in front of us, right?
Yeah.
We'll start reading those over the hour of everything.
Okay. It does not at all mention anything about the ship itself, anything about any crimes you have done with a stolen ship. It just mentions that you did the illicit fruit trade between two countries on Zendikar.
What fruits?
She says, illicit fruits. That's all you need to know. With your 45 cents motive and 32 cents motive, you can tell she's lying. But she says, it's this or an actual trial. I think this is more preferable.
I'll look up at the judge. Like, I would like to speak to our counsel. Can we take a brief recess?
The judge says, that is your right, yes, of course, make it quick. 15-minute recess.
I look at her, I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
She says, I pulled a few strings, so none of you get in trouble. You five will each have to pay 10 to 20 gold each. And then
There's
that,
nothing underlying here.
the bounty
You can say
hunters
guilty.
and shit
stop.
Yeah.
That there's nothing weird going on here. Like, this is the actual thing we're confessing to.
Yes, I'm not tricking you into confessing
Right,
for
it's
murder
not
of a
you,
king or
it's tricking.
something. No.
It's not you that I'm worried about. It's the prosecution. That
No,
I'm
no,
worried
no, no,
about.
no.
It seemed very
Of course not. No. This is... all as I have said. You will be charged for a minor crime and have to pay 10 to 20 gold each.
Alright. Shellman roll with sense motive.
Sure it is.
Do you still have your headset on?
Yep.
Okay. What are you trying to determine?
He's lying.
If she's lying?
Yeah.
She seems to be telling the truth, she's just hiding a lot. Of, like, what strings she pulled type thing.
Alright. After all this is over, I kind of want to know what string she pulled.
Yeah.
Do you say that?
In the back for it. Yeah.
She says, you don't have to worry about it. It's nothing illegal.
Nothing that's going to come back and bite us in the butt.
Oh, no, definitely not.
Okay.
And the proceedings continue. In the end, you will plead guilty, and you are fined 12 gold pieces each. Please make sure to take that off your character sheets. I'll be 1 sec.
What? Wait, how much gold?
12.
12, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9.
Oh, I'm back. So yeah, make sure you take off that massive 12 gold each, please. And with that, your trial comes to an end. Do you stay to observe the other trial, or do you go back to the ship?
The couch is already in there.
Yeah, where is your couch? Where have you set it up? Yes.
That's a good question. Probably.
Did you bring the couch with us?
Yes,
We definitely brought the couch with us. I'm just gonna say it's in the well of wherever we're at.
Okay.
It's like, you got the desk and then immediately behind it is the couch.
Yeah, all of the chairs, River came by and just picked the chairs up and stacked them in a corner, and then you enlarged the couch, and you're all just on a couch. So yeah, are you staying or leaving for the second trial?
I want to see what happens.
Yeah, we should probably stay and offer moral support, if nothing else.
Okay, so you are placed in the audience, but you are able to set the couch up in the audience still, and
Take one of those pew type deals.
yeah,
Move
just
it.
stack,
Yeah.
put it against the wall, put a couch there instead. So you are able to watch the second trial. I'll get anyone who wants to can roll an intelligence check. All good. Okay. Not good. So the three of you can you can tell in the beginning of the trial what's going on is that you have the captains, you have, I'll just open up Kiara's doc so I get the names right. You have Kiara, you have Kip, You have Eldon, who is the engineer. You have Donovan. And that's it. They are separated into 2 separate groups. You've got Eldon, Donovan, and Kiara. Oh, and Regis. And then you've got Kip by himself. And as proceedings continue and charges are announced, for the 4 in a group, they are charged with the same as you: illicit possession, illicit distribution, distribution of illicit fruits. Words are hard. Whilst Kip seems to have been landed with everything else. You see about 15 minutes of the judge reading out the plethora of charges being laid against Kip, ranging from distribution of illicit fruits to the theft of the Weatherlight replica, the destruction of private property, specifically to a sum of gold in the millions. And when Kiara told you about taking the ship, she specified that no one was killed. There are a couple dozen murder charges levied against Kip. And as people plead guilty, as they were told, let's see if Kip pleads guilty. Anthony, I'll get you to roll with me. Roll a D100. Close, but no.
Oh, damn it. 4.
After Kip hears all of these charges being levied against him, he was told to plead guilty. Does he plead guilty? What do you think? Does he follow Kip? You know who Kip is, yeah?
Yeah, Goblin.
Yeah, Gobbo Boy. I'll put a picture of him in chat. Goblin friend. Goblin friend. His intelligence is... I'm not dropping the... Oh. Oh. He has a 16 intelligence.
Does he know what the penalties is if he don't? If he takes the not guilty?
He's smarter than me. I think he's smart.
He can tell it will either be a life sentence or execution.
If he takes not guilty?
If he pleads guilty. If he pleads not guilty, he will have to combat each of the charges.
Ew.
Well, he has a better chance of combating each of the charges than just taking not guilty and taking it face down. Like...
So you think he would plead not guilty?
If he pleads no contest, you can always bring everything back up. They can't send him to death row if he pleads no contest.
Cool. So,
Yeah,
so what I'm saying is, you think he would not plead guilty? Is what you're saying?
Yeah, I don't think he'd plead guilty.
I would plead no contest. That's just life in prison. Fine.
Okay. The charges are laid against Kip, and you see he pleads guilty on all counts.
What?
Oof, oof, oof.
Whoever wants to can roll sense motive.
Have we already been, we
I
already
have a bad
got
sense
sentenced by the
motive.
court,
Someone
right?
should do that.
You have what, sir?
We already got sentenced by the court, right?
Yeah, you've
So we
all
can't
been... You've all had yours dealt with. You've had to pay your
Okay.
12 gold. You are out of the legal system for now.
50.
With a 50 and a 33, you can tell that was an out-of-character thing for him to do. He should not have pled guilty. And quickly, after him pleading guilty, the judge announces sentencing. Everyone else charged with the same as you, 12 gold pieces. And Kip is charged with life imprisonment.
We took play contest. Same thing.
What are you doing spellcraft for?
Did see if there was any, what's it called? Charm person or any of those types of spells.
Sure. You can tell he is under some sort of effect. With a 35, you can't tell what exactly. Are you casting Detect Magic as well?
I've seen
Well, yeah.
already happen.
Pardon?
I've seen what that book does, and it already happened to
Which
me
one?
once. Would I be able to tell the swan song or whatever?
The Recreation of a Swan.
Yeah. Is that what he's under control of?
Roll knowledge... Arcana.
How much void magic's around?
As you cast Detect Magic, you can tell whatever the effect on him is void magic. And there is void magic. Additionally, there's only 2 other sources in the room. You and I think you know who.
A lawyer.
55 Arcana. This is not the same effect. The
Not that
book,
book,
no, the Recreation of a Swan was trying to get you to use the book to attempt to purify stuff. This doesn't fit that MO.
I would lean over to our lawyer and say, "What are you doing?"
You're currently in the audience.
What about the other book that she always carries around? Would I have any clue if that was doing it?
Roll a perception check for me.
Ooh, 22 is good enough.
You know she always carries around a book called The Ever-Burning Infinity. You do not know what that book is. And you also saw her today have a book called Futility in Necessity that she was carrying around, and that she wrote in as you were discussing with her outside of the courthouse.
So I can just go through any door and access the library, right?
You can attempt to, yeah.
It's just me, right?
You can take others.
I can take others, but I can also choose to just be me, right?
Yeah.
Is it concealed in any way when I do it?
You can attempt to with the D100.
As this is happening, I'm walking out the back of the building. When I open that door, I'm going to go into the library and conceal it.
Okay, what are the rest of you doing? As you see Shay just walk off. You see Shay walk off, there's a flash of red light, and she's just gone.
So is the entire court day just done?
You see, as sentencing has been delivered, quickly guards begin heading over. They collect payment from the other captains, and quickly, with extremely large manacles and chains, bind Kip and begin dragging him off. You see,
Wait, I have one more thing to say to Kip before you take him, please.
let me just put a picture in chat. You see, this is what the guards look like.
May I have a word with our captain before you take him off?
Roll diplomacy. They pin him to the ground. As you see, he is resisting. And say, one of the guards, you hear their muffled voice as they say, "You've got 5 seconds."
Listen, Kip, not much time, but while you're in there, defend yourself.
That's it.
And then they pick him up
Fine.
and begin walking off, just holding him in front of them.
I showed him the sign before you went away, though.
You show him the sign.
I showed him the sign.
Okay. Okay. Roll a d6 for me.
Forgot to have to get the fuck out of here. I don't know what the fuck this does. I only showed the goblins or kobolds, or like small people.
Wow. Anthony.
Is-
Racist.
Roll a
Is
d100
gonna
for
be
me.
the one we break out in your one shot?
That would be really funny. I was thinking the same thing.
Guys, we need our navigator back. Let's hire somebody.
20 years later, after the campaign's over, we still need a navigator. We must break him out.
Roll a
Like,
d100
we've
for me,
got a few
Anthony.
others, but Kip is just the best one.
I think I just rolled another 1,000. Uh-oh. I sure did.
Wait, what did you roll the last time? Oh,
51,000.
no, I was wondering if you rolled it twice, but I'm like, what in the?
He sees the sign, and then you see him just go completely limp, and the guard picks him up, and there's no struggle anymore, as he takes Kip outside of the court.
Well, we'll see what happens later. Next time on Anthony fucks with everybody. Hopefully
And
that'll help him survive prison.
as the court begins dismantling and everyone begins leaving, your captains party up with you. You all group up. And Maya comes up to you all. And she says, "A successful day." You are in the library. What are you doing in the library?
I'm looking up those 2 book names.
Okay. Roll 2 intelligence checks.
Was that one of your strings that you pulled?
I'll get to that discussion in a minute because Shay will be coming back.
Okay. Oh yeah, time does move differently in there.
Yeah.
12-25.
So late moved.
You're unable to find anything on the book called An Ever-Burning Infinity. But with a 25, when you are looking at Futility and Necessity, you find out it is a book by someone named Wilfred Jones. And you find a sort of catalogue of book titles and their author, and then a short description of it, and then a location in the library for where it is. You find the description of Futility in Necessity is...
Sorry for your love.
It is the great expanse. Unknowing, while being trapped, can cause disillusionment. And that is it. You see, that is like the first line of a description, and then there's a paragraph under it that has been completely burnt out. And you go to the location where it is meant to be, or at least where
that's no-
records
Oh, I
of
got
it
some
is meant to be, and there are none. You can tell the book wasn't stored here, there were just records of the book stored here. Do you do anything else in the library after doing that?
Time's dilated in here, right?
Yeah. Time is wonky.
No, go lie down. Go.
Oh no, that's your use soundtrack.
How long would 10 days be in here?
What are you gonna spend 10 days doing?
I'm gonna cast legend lore on this damn thing.
Okay. On which book?
The second one. The one that everything's gone from.
Okay. I'm gonna need a fortitude save from you.
That's cocked.
Woof. Yeet. You're gonna take 63 points of damage as you leave the library. But you're able to legend lore it. Roll me a D100, please.
God damn it.
Okay. What does your legend lore ritual look like?
Yeah, because I know I'm not supposed to speak in the library, I'm going to cut that out. I'm going to draw a circle around me. Well, I'm going to do it in blood.
Okay.
There's going to be the sign with that I always do, you know, the one that's tattooed on me and everything like that. It's just going to be... Yeah, you've seen Full Metal Alchemist, right?
Somewhat.
It's going to look like that, except for in the middle, instead of having like a straight line or anything like that, it's going to have the curved line with the two dots.
Nice. Nice, nice, nice. And you are successfully able to cast it. And as you do, you disappear from where you were. You are sort of concentrating on the book, and suddenly you are just in a dark void, and then you're teleported somewhere else. You are Lee. Choose under or over. This isn't on a roll. This is just a vibe. Up or down?
Check. Let's go up. Fuck it. I don't care.
Okay.
Go down next time this happens. I tried to. Yeah, it's set up.
Dry or cold?
Dry.
Okay. You disappear from where you were. You see yourself in a black void, and then you appear somewhere else. You appear in what appears to be a maybe 100 foot by 100 foot square of desert. And then after that 100 feet, it is just black void. You can't see anything past them. It is a somewhat windy day as you look up and you look for the sun, but you don't see one, but it is still light out. There are some small and some larger cacti, and you're currently on a hill, on a sort of dune that slopes downward slightly. What doth you do?
All I can see is the cacti, and it's just a dune that goes down.
Yeah.
How does she?
I'm gonna start walking.
In what direction? Down or up the dune? Or across?
Let's go up the dune.
Okay. You start heading up the dune, and you can see its peak, as the black is beyond that, and you arrive at the peak, and as you look out towards the sort of void, you can see in that direction the desert has expanded further. And it sort of plateaus a little bit before going up another dune.
Keep on going.
Okay, please make me a fortitude save.
God.
And a will save, please, with disadvantage.
Not bad.
Okay. You continue walking, and after let me think of a way to describe. You continue walking, and you see every 100 feet as you arrive at where the sort of black void would be. As you get closer, it gets further, and it continues expanding in whatever direction you're going, as if almost a procedurally generated world, as it just continues growing and growing in whichever direction you go. And at some point, you almost, not so much black out, you're just getting a little bit tired, and you close your eyes for a few seconds. And then as you open your eyes, you have just walked through the doorway back into the courtroom. You are heavily exhausted, and you saved against the will save, but you are left with the memory of walking through a procedurally generated desert for what feels like forever. You can't tell how long it was. And you see currently everyone's exiting the courtroom. The party has grouped up, and Maya is walking up to the party. As Maya walks up to the party, what are you all doing?
I'm just gonna start backwards jumping, but backwards long jumping.
Shaman or Yaz, do you do anything?
PLJs.
No, I've got
PLJ
nothing
out of
to
there.
do.
Okay. Shaman, what do you do as she approaches you?
Who, the,
Maya.
lawyer? So was that your string?
Somewhat, yes.
And you did not think to inform us about selling out one of our crewmates before this?
You'll be able to get them out. Come on. You haven't done a prison break before?
No, but it would have been nice to tell us what strings you're going to be doing exactly, since you are a lawyer.
Well, it was either
And-
getting one person out of... if you want to make it easy, get them out of custody before they even get to the prison. Or have an actual trial and have to defend yourselves. This is the better option.
So you decided to pull his string as well by casting whatever you casted on him.
I didn't cast
Fortune
anything on him.
I could see the magic emanating off of you while he was...
I'm
on
a
the
very
stand.
magical
He was gonna
person.
He was going to plead not guilty. He was going to contest the entire thing. Somebody
No.
forced his hand.
No one forced his hand. He did what he needed to do. He saved you all.
this
And
is
now
why we
you
do
need to save him.
motive. Ready for it.
She do be lying.
Cut the act. I already know you're lying.
I did what needed to be done. He saved you all. Now you need to save him. I should have been more upfront. I'm sorry. You're the group doing that, saving the prime material stuff at the moment, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. She digs around in one of her pouches and pulls out what appears to be a small piece of paper and throws it over to you. Do you grab it?
Sure.
You grab it, and you can tell it is not paper. It is leather of some
Business
sort.
cards.
It is what?
Business cards. We're the people that were using us don't want us.
But you can tell it is leather. You have good medicine knowledge. It is human skin. And it is rolled up in a sort of scroll with a piece of string wrapped around it. And she says, don't open it until you need it. The words inside will kill anyone you wish.
Anybody?
As long as they're not a god or something. Mechanics-wise, that is a scroll of power word kill.
Go. Yeah. Okay.
And it's at this point, Shay, that you have stepped through the doorway. You were gone for a couple minutes. You see, as you step through the doorway, Maya looks up at you and motions for you to come down.
I go down.
As you arrive, she says, have a good little holiday? What was your intention with that? It's okay, I don't hold a grudge.
Just wanted to know why Kip was doing it.
Kip saved you all. And now it's your turn to save him.
There was also the chance that they were going to put him to death. If he pled no
There was
contest,
not a
even-
chance of putting him to death. You don't
Why
worry.
did you say it?
Hmm?
Why did you say it?
Say what?
That if there was a chance of either life in prison or putting him to death.
Because I was trying to scare you a little bit. Have a little bit of fun. They weren't gonna put him to death. Do not worry.
I also want to know how you got rid of all the information there, but that's such a conversation for later.
Do you say that?
Yeah.
She says, what information?
The burned out words, the missing texts, you know.
Where were you just now? Other than where I know you were.
What do you think I cast that legend lore?
Oh, okay. Now I see. If you wish to inquire, yes, that will be a conversation for another day.
Because I imagine it was you that did that, which would make a lot of sense.
You can assume whatever you like.
Well, you know what they say about assuming makes an ass of you.
It does. Did you see what I gave him? And she points at the scroll that Shaman's holding.
Yeah, it's scroll power. There's nobody around us, right?
It's mostly cleared out.
Okay, yeah, the scroll power would kill.
She says, I don't call it that exactly, but similar effects.
How little magic you got there?
Of course.
Well, I mean, you're just handing out for fun, I guess. Or-
Well, I'd prefer not to have the prime material messed up any further.
Yeah, me too. That's why we're trying to do all this.
So if you don't... Do you have anything else you need? If not, I'll head out.
Not at the moment.
Good to see. Your friend will be leaving in half an hour towards his prison. If you want to get him out on the way there might be the best chance you have. That
One
tip's
question.
free. Yes?
Will all of my hold up the amulet? Like, would this work from keeping them from finding him?
From finding who?
Jim.
She holds her hand out and sort of gesturing, seeing if she can grab the amulet.
Yeah, go ahead.
She takes it from you and inspects it. I can make it so they won't be able to find him.
Probably the best idea, as we're to do. Which is what we're going to do.
She hands the amulet back to you and takes out the book. Futility and Necessity. And she sort of holds it up to her and she flips through a few pages and then seems to take something out from in between the pages and hands you a very similar looking amulet. And says, give him this to wear, and he'll be fine.
Alright.
And she walks out the front door, leaving you. What are y'all doing?
That's we're going to tail the guards and get him free.
Tell the guards what?
Tail the guards and get him
Tail. I thought you said tell.
No, tail.
Okay.
Tail.
In your ship?
That'd be a little bit weird.
How are you going to tail them?
Start a fact to tell him in that. They're taking him to a ship, right?
Yes, you see. Let me get a picture of the ship. I had it saved. Let me find it. This ship.
Oh, right. That's not.
They are taking Kip to this ship, which is scale-wise about 100 foot long.
Does it have a name?
It's just called a sky skiff.
Okay, it doesn't have a name on the side of it or anything like that.
No. This is a mass-produced type ship that you've seen a fair few of them flying around when you came to land, and they are very fast. They're made for getting long distances quickly.
There's two soldiers surrounding him?
Two soldiers went to grab him, and as they left, there's a half dozen walking him to the ship.
Okay, how many are a hold of him right now?
Two of them are holding him, the others are holding guns around them. And you've been having this conversation. They're like a good 3/4 of the way to the ship at this point. You can see them in the distance.
Andy, would you be adverse to teleporting us over there, and then me grabbing him and us teleporting to the ship?
Can you tell me to do literally anything? What happened?
So yes, you'd be fine with it.
You should be asking my spell slots.
Yes, I'm asking you to use a spell slot.
No, you should be asking how many spell slots I have.
Oh no, well, I can see how many spell slots you have.
Well, then you have your answer.
Dimension Core is a pretty good spell.
What do disguise berries taste like, Seth? There's Anthony.
Anthony is yes.
But first,
Okay, I call his character. You want to teleport you?
What?
Alright, you're gonna go invisible. I'm going to disguise self.
Okay.
I'm
You don't
going
need
to
me
make-
Negro again?
No. I'm going to make
You sure?
myself look like, who's the leader of the
Fuck you, I'm funny.
people? The
Celeste?
theocracy. Right now.
In charge of Kaladesh?
Yeah, we know what they look like, right?
There currently isn't a... It's not currently a theocracy. You know who...
Zendikar.
Of Zendikar. Yeah, you know the leader of the theocracy is currently the daughter of the genie you killed.
Okay, so I'm going to turn myself into make her look like her.
Okay. You turn into a water
going-
genasi.
Yeah, he's going to go invisible, dimension door me over there. I'm going to grab a hold of Kip.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say for the theocracy, and then teleport us all back to the ship.
Okay.
All four of us.
4. Who's 4?
Yep. The two people that are holding Kip. Oh, 5 of us. 2 people that are holding Kip. Me, Kip, and Carolina.
Okay.
The 2 people that are holding Kip do not have permission to get on the ship via teleport.
So they're gonna go in the brig.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you grabbing Kip or grabbing the other 2 guards?
Well, because they have a hold of Kip, I would
Yeah.
technically be grabbing those 2 too. So,
But are you grabbing Kip and teleporting, or grabbing a guard? Okay, you're grabbing Kip, and as you teleport back to the ship, only yourself and Carolina come. You can tell there is some sort of anti-magic on Kip at the moment. And as you do that,
It's a potion.
with something having just happened, they rush onto their ship and are getting ready to go.
well, I tried.
So they board their ship.
What's a good idea? I nearly started a war.
Hey, you probably still started something with them doing that.
Anthony, I nearly started a war.
What you do?
I disguised myself as the leader of the
Time
theocracy
actually
back with
still
Zendikar, and I tried to teleport Kip away by yelling for the theocracy.
Leo, I'm a few.
What?
The good news is people are going to take care of that for us now.
Yeah, I mean, we're just
So-
sending people at this goddamn theocracy at this
Kip,
point.
Kip was being escorted to the ship I put in chat, and Shay tried that, but was unable to teleport Kip away. He seems to have some sort of anti-magic placed on him now. And as that sort of happened, they have now rushed onto their ship and are preparing to leave. They're preparing to jet away.
I think Kip should be fine. He'll be contacted by someone soon.
What'd you do? This is something you're supposed to tell me before I start a war.
I showed him the sign where they took him away.
Okay. Yeah, he'll be fine. So
All he has to do is just punch the biggest guy in the area.
got people that will go get him.
Something's gonna get him.
Man, I hope it's a band of decently armed party members and Washington.
In Washington. Yeah. Fuck, what was I gonna do when I got back? I forgot. Oh yeah, back to the ship. This fucking mask.
All right. Well, he said you're gonna do that next session.
Oh, next session, okay. Do I still have the -6 strength damage, Darren?
You get 1 back per night's sleep. So you'd have 1 back.
I don't like that, so we will just do 400. No, it would be 500 of diamond dust if it's already been 1 day.
Okay, so he's just gotta fix that.
Yeah. So that means I have 3,500 left.
Okay, so I guess we're waiting on everybody to get back to the ship now.
Okay.
Yes, so,
Are you going to pursue them, or are you letting him have a little fun in prison? As the
Sean
ship
says he's
gets
gonna have
ready.
a lot of fun.
The ship gets ready, with the guards on it, and it's getting ready to leave.
Yeah, Shaman says he's gonna have a lot of fun.
yeah, it'll be fine.
At least until party ragtag sure is going to break him out.
We think it's
I mean, it's a perfect setup for the one shot.
yes, Darren.
No!
Oh, come on!
Someone else can run that one
Great.
shot. I can't do two prison breaks.
Yes,
I
you
mean, we
can.
can do the one prison break and make it just haul
Yeah,
everything up.
it
Like,
decided
as you're going out, oh, look, it's Kip. Unlock the door.
You look like you're fun. Come with us.
Using in the one shot?
No, we were trying to set up the one shot for Darren, but he said no.
I say no.
You say this is just a completely different thing?
Yes, it's another prison.
It's another prison that we're getting another.
God damn it.
prison.
We're doing two
Fine,
prison
well,
breaks.
We're calling Arvar for this one, then.
I don't really know what we can do now. He's got anti-magic on him, so we can't teleport away anywhere. If we try to teleport away in the damn ship, it'll probably just be left there.
Look, Lee, if we have to do a different prison break, then we just call Orvar this time, okay? It's easy. He'll bring Dave, Dave will die. It'll be a great time for everybody.
Dave is Saren Race chosen. He can't die. Well, can die, but doesn't die. He dies and he comes back.
Well, as you're discussing, the ship lifts off the ground and begins speeding away. It's going
Yeah.
incredibly fast.
Of course they are. Somebody just tried to.
Yeah, they don't like that. They don't like that
I've done my
declaration of
part.
war.
I started a war.
And we'll end the session there then, as Kip is being taken away to his gulag.
All right.
Which Soul Stone are you going after next?
You know who's.